Welcome to the Airgun Show. This week, Stuart Wilson's on a rabbit and pigeon control mission, plus we bring you all the latest news and must-haves from the Midland Game Fair. We've got nicely snuck into position. There's a little plantation, fresh plantation of trees at one side of the of this silage area, and there's always lots of carrions and wood pigeons kicking about. We got sort of snuck into position, and no hide, on the sort of opportune chance that we may get a wood pigeon to land into one of the city trees at the end, but nothing sort of appeared. A few sort of flew over, and I think they spotted the camera rather than myself. I was doing my best sort of tree impression. And we'll see how we go on. We should be able to get some rabbits this evening. I've earmarked one corner that I definitely want to look at. It's got quite a few rabbits in it. Sort of borders up onto one of the woods. I was just sneaking through this wood and spotted some of the muck and feathers on the floor. It's obviously a heavily used roost area, so it's a warm wood. It's quite sort of impenetrable. The wind doesn't sort of whistle through. So there's a reasonable sort of cover on the floor, and there's deciduous and fir trees. So it's quite sort of, you've got little pockets of fir trees that I think the wood pigeons have been getting into, because I must have disturbed a couple of dozen as I'm sort of trudging through. Maybe that I have to sort of put a path in here at some point. But fingers crossed, we'll give this a half an hour, and see if we can't bag ourselves a couple of woodies for the pot. It's always nice having a bit of wood pigeon. Fantastic. I sort of sat patiently waiting and looking up all the time, and I can hear pigeons coming in, and you can hear as their feathers as they're sort of breaking as they're coming into land, and it is a case of just looking up as quickly as you can and just sort of trying to get a bead onto one. And this tree, literally we're stood between two fir trees here. Oh, I could hear one calling above me. And I'm looking at all the branches, just about to sort of give up and go and try the rabbits, thinking this is far too dense with all of the branches. And I managed, looking up through this tangle of webs, of branches rather, and managed to get a threaded pellet through and tickle this wood pigeon in the head. I think it's time we had a mooch across now, rather than carry the pigeon. We're going to come back this way anyway, so he doesn't get pinched. I'm just going to tuck him out of the way of there and trim. We'll pick him up on the way back. I've got a couple of pigeons with one nice shot threading through some branches, and then another shot just out of the fold yard. It was just spitting for rain, just a little bit. So we got sort of tucked out of the way to see what was kicking about. There's a few squirrels kicking around, and then a pigeon came in and landed. So we've got a brace of pigeons, which is real good because it's one of my favourite things. I'm just going to try now and get up to this warren. We'll just keep glassing as we go. It should save us a little bit of time, rather than sort of walking and disturbing everything and not necessarily knowing what's around. We'll glass steadily, move our way along, and when I find a decent sized warren, I'll pinpoint it from a distance. That crazy cow's just done a bit of a mock charge, a snot and a snort and head bowling around. I just wish I had Liam with me from the shooting show. He did absolutely cacked his pants.
Unbeknownst to Stuart, he's about to take his last shot of the evening. Some boisterous cows curtail his sport, but he will be back.
Well, after our attempt at getting into this warren last night, we got in lovely, but a little bit too late. The cows are on this pasture and they go in for milking, come back out. When I was coming back out, the cows were kind of following, so I never really sort of got into position properly on this warren. Managed to bag a couple of rabbits a little bit further up here, maybe sort of like 100 yards away. So I thought I couldn't leave it, I had to come back. We whipped down Stone Road and had a quick glass across, and also just stuck the camera onto them to sort of see if there's any rabbits kicking about. And there's a dirty Great Angus bull, not one that I recognise either, so I thought I'll just be prudent and just ping a message at the farmer. And I've come through into the farmyard just to sort of double check and speak to him in person. And apparently he's not going to chase he's not going to chase me apparently. So I'd rather sort of come in this way because he was cutting that route off a little bit. I can just see him on sort of the brow of the hill now, and hopefully if we can scooch down into position, if worst comes to worst, we can bolt over the fence. But the farmer assures me he's relatively friendly, so we should be okay. And generally they have sort of two emotions similar to myself, hungry and horny, and apparently he's got a belly full of grass, so could be a good night. Sat up there just to sort of see where everything's happening, what the bulls up here doing, and the herd coming back, because we're about done. We're not going to get a lot more done. And I've knelt bolt upright. I've even extended the camera up on its tripod, and there's another rabbit come out literally 25 yards there, so nice little freehand shot. Bosh.
The rabbits are doing serious damage, some of it quite dangerous.
that's us done now. The bull's up, the herd's back, and we've had a pretty sort of hectic session there. We've picked five good rabbits. Some nice sort of sweet headshots there, really sort of getting into the R10 now. Some of the shots maybe just a shade over sort of 40 yards, so really getting into the groove with it now. And got into position about, I don't know, 20 yards from the hedge. Zapped to the nettle patch because it was 30 yards, and then there was an elder bush and the post just to the inside of it was 30 yards, and I just concentrated on a narrow sort of angle. You know, there's a couple of good warrants here. We were on, certainly, I would say, two nearly sort of separate ones. There is another one a little bit further up, which is the one that we tried to get onto last night without any luck. But yeah, absolutely capped with the session. BSA R10 in 2.2, really on song. Mamba 4-16 by 44, the light, faultless. Love the Stadia reticle as well, and really sort of, I'm starting to learn the drops for the different magnifications there, so that's because it's coming on great guns. And Air Arms field pellets. They just, you know, it eats them and they produce the accuracy. And I'm just going to get these boys paunched, legged, strung on the stick, and I'm going to get out of here.
This is the Airgun Show News, brought to you by the Airgun Centre. Tonight, a special report from the Midland Game Fair at Weston Park. The weekend-long field sports extravaganza is fast becoming the biggest date in the calendar for the airgun industry, so we couldn't resist bringing you the hottest news and new products from the show. First up was Air Arms' huge press call on Saturday morning. The British company wowed the crowds with its new RSN 70 air rifle.
It's a special limited edition, only 71 have been made of these rifles. We're keeping number 71 back at the factory. The other 70 are there for retail sale. The ideas come from our founder, Bob Nichols, his Bentley car that he had. So we went all out on the action and indeed on the stock to get the same colour. The paint for the car is for the rifle. Also all the leather inlays in his Bentley. It's taken around about 2 years to get all the ideas and bits and pieces together on it. Or go to their local retailer and ask if the rifle's still available. They won't be around for long.
Next door, BSA showed us the flagship model of the new Gammo Varmint Stalker series.
This is the classic Maxim IGT, so it's the inert gas system from Gammo. It comes with the Whisper Maxim silencer technology. The package also comes with a scope now, it's 9x40 with rings. You can see it's got an adjustable cheek piece, and it's a great classic beach stock. We now have 3 or 4 in the range, and yeah, they're becoming very popular. You're getting all of the Gammo technology, you know, the silencer, the rail, the trigger. You know, it's full of, it's ram-packed with features, and for £219, it's getting a great bit of kit, particularly because it comes with the scope as well.
If FT is your thing, you need to check out the new Tsar rifle from Daystate.
Its name implies it's a collaboration rifle between us and the Russian company Atman. Atman have been developing this rifle over 5 years, and we got involved with them 4 years ago with an idea to do a collaboration. And here we are, 4 years later, 1 year of actual development, and with a brand new field target rifle. This is the first time we've been in the field target market really since 2011, so it's nice to be back. The rifle itself is quite stunning. It's what they call tractor tough. It's a piece of solid Russian engineering that does everything that you need it to do. Multi-adjustable stock, regulated field target accuracy, long stainless steel Walther barrel. It's got everything you need in one package. The first batch of rifles arrives next week. We've got 3 on the field target match here, the European Open, shooting as we speak, and we've got this one on the stand. So we're ready to go. We're just waiting for the first batch to arrive.
And we spotted some new developments on the clothing front. First, a new line from Fortis Clothing.
We've been asked and requested that we looked at doing a gilet, and not just a gilet but a thermal gilet. So we looked into it and started designing back at base where we make everything, and the designers thought, well, this, you know, encompassing our tough ripstop, our 50% polyester, 50% cotton ripstop design in a gilet with the thermal was a good idea, and something we explored, and this is where we got to, and so we launched it here at the Midland Game Fair. It's going really well actually at the moment. So we have 4 very simple zip pockets, 2 on the outside, 2 on the inside. You have a storm flap, and it has a longer back, which every Tom, Dick and Harry's asked me to do, so we listened and we did so. We've tried to kind of keep costs down a little bit, but the problem is with making a thermal one, so insulated, it does drive up that cost, because obviously we're using technology that's quite costly, and the materials we use are unique. They're made, you know, we own them. They're made here in the UK, so and we don't cut costs when it comes to our technical fabrics. So the new website launched on Thursday. So that new one is coming out on Thursday, and you'll see all the new products in all their glory.
And then a jacket from Deer Hunter that was flying off the shelves.
It is very, very busy this year. It's a lot of people, and very interested in the new Highland jacket that I'm holding up here. It really is designed to be a smart jacket that you can wear on the peg. It's got a good cartridge pocket, double magnets, so it's up out the way, no fussy straps, hand warmer pockets. We've added some extra material in the back of the arm, so the arm doesn't ride up as you lift the chute. A gusset around the pocket for, you know, good amount of cartridges in there. It does come with a hood, which zips on or zips off, however you want. Nicely lined, good colour, good fit. Just people are really liking it.
That's it from the Midland. We'll see you at Weston Park next year. That was the Airgun Show News.
Well, that's it for this week, but next week Matt's back, and thanks for watching. Please like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter, and if you're not a member of BASC, it's time to join now. BASC, looking after your sport, looking after you. This has been the Airgun Show.